the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Pushes him aside at the 45. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach? Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Hassan Reddick, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On the ground with a tight end. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now third and goal. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Monty Rice. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets touchdown, Browns. Mecole Hardman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here. And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
5 yards remain on second down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Steps away. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Kaepernick now to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. To throw, Kaepernick. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert now. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back up the back 7, phenomenal.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll toss this right side to Hubbard. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones,
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Check nickel, nickel.
A give. This is Chubb. Bulldozes past him. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns take over.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Single, single slot. All right, 28.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st down, Kaepernick. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just like that. Mike 8.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there, as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to... And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers, because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Right back to Hubbard. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This one caught by Crowder. Oh, this this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Quick slant to Crowder. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run on 1st down. Hubbard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roll, and he found it.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Got a man, it's Schwartz complete.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
57, Mike, 57. He's coming
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. On second down, here's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. On first down, it's Hubbard, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Monty Rice. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him the first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. They set up the screen to Chubb. Powers through him. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to read. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Monty Rice. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup.
Check three.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down and 4, Herbert sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Here's Herbert. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. Shifts by him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a first down, and that catch also puts him at 150 yards receiving now for the game. Now this throw caught left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Mike 10. Here we go.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right.